when spending a pleasant summer day at an amusement park or water park. Such places seem to be everywhere around the world and offer all kinds of fun rides for all ages. Here, however, sometimes very funny, curious, and sometimes shocking cases occur there. Some of them were even captured on camera, so you and I will be able to enjoy an interesting spectacle in full today. Are you ready? Then let's go! And now here is an attraction that requires human intervention to operate in semi-automatic mode. It all looks, of course, very strange and funny at the same time.
We have a 4-hour drive to Disney World. The park that will go today is Disney's Hollywood Studios. Let's go, everybody.
I warn you right away, it's better not to repeat anything like this, otherwise the consequences can be very deplorable. In this huge frying pan, it is simply impossible to stay on your feet.
Disney World. Man, did you even remember the last time we were here, Steven?
Looking at this guy on the attraction, moving very quickly with his feet, it immediately becomes clear what exactly his talent is. It's necessary to be so fast.
Well, are you three ready for Hip-Hop Star Wars weekend?
And here's another crazy roller coaster ride. The girl even lost her wig from high speed, but a little later she was able to find it, fortunately.
I low-key want to get back on the ride, but next time I'm going to hold it down.
Yes, you may.
My eyelashes coming up.
Before you take a ride on any attraction, make sure that your height allows you to do it. Otherwise, there is a risk of catching your head on the structure, as happened with the hero of this video. If you have problems with the vestibular apparatus, it's better not to repeat the mistakes of this guy who decided to ride the attraction. You risk also being in a blackout. Looking at the following frames, it seems that one of the girls on this rather dangerous attraction periodically loses consciousness. Apparently, this is such an individual reaction to a surge of adrenaline. As they say, you're not you when you're hungry. And this guy decided to fix the situation despite the unusual conditions in which he found himself.
Dash. How dare you ditch us and went to Universal Orlando Resort.
Of animal fear. After all, it is very scary when, literally, the earth disappears from under your feet.
Since you ditched us, you are grounded to 99999999999.
Here on such a bright miracle, you can also experience no less vivid emotions. This young man doesn't seem to be impressed by the roller coaster ride at all. He is completely indifferent to speed and people shouting around.
Go to your room now and never come out.
Some of the activities in amusement parks are aimed at testing the sense of balance of its visitors. The task is to walk on the rope and throw the opponent into the water while holding himself. Judging by these frames, we can say with confidence that this is the most dangerous and scary attraction that you have only seen in your life. Admit it, would you take a ride? This guy looked so happy that one random pigeon decided to hug him, and even such a collision did not spoil the mood, and the young man continued to enjoy the trip. For a moment, it seemed that this girl in the video had found a way to tame a hot-tempered bull, but after a couple of seconds, he threw her off the saddle and showed who is the boss of the situation. Friends, it seems that this attraction resembles traditional jumping from a springboard into the water. That's just they are very unusual, and now you will see for yourself. Perhaps this will be the most sincere reaction from riding on the rides. And even though the girl doesn't make a sound, all the emotions are written on her face. Before getting on an extreme ride, make sure that your mobile phone does not fall out of your pocket. Or better yet, leave it to someone you know on Earth. It is unclear how the author of this video was shooting so calmly when his friend was clearly beside himself with panic and fear. Apparently, it is necessary to have an iron endurance. This is exactly what happens to passengers when a bus driver suddenly presses the brakes sharply in an emergency. Emotions and feelings are exactly the same. While you get to the pool with water on this long and colorful multi-lane slide, you will have to pass a series of tests in the form of small jumps and falls. The main thing is to raise your legs higher. In this video, the guy's on an inflatable raft on a special slide, but in the middle of an obstacle, one of them gets into a difficult situation, and as they say, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Oh, and it was not lucky for this couple to ride safely on a water attraction, but as they say, the flight was normal. And advice for the future. If your weight is a little off the scale, before jumping into the water, it's worth looking around to see if you will prevent others from resting.